Some things just never get quite finished, and today in this video I'm going to cover 10 dream cars that never made it to production. Welcome back to Luxury Kings, let's get into the video. Jaguar CX-75. During the 1990s, the Jaguar XJ220 supercar took the world by storm. It broke several speed records, managing to gain the title of the fastest car in the world, at least until the McLaren F1 came out on the scene. Nonetheless, it should be mentioned that the overall design of the XJ220 was very futuristic, and that supercar was so reliable that it could have been a daily driver easily. Inspiring the next big thing, the XJ220 managed to make Jaguar engineers dream about the CX-85. The design of this supercar was so cool looking, it even had James Bond interested in it.
Originally conceptualized.
Chrysler ME412. I actually remember admiring this awe-inspiring concept the day it was launched, online of course. Funny enough, I remember it better from playing a PC game where you had the option of driving it around a sunny Hawaiian island. And that's as close as anyone has ever gotten to experiencing this Chrysler supercar. The monumental failure of this car had some Americans crying in their sleep. Looking ridiculously cool and capable of taking in our European counterparts, this concept was unveiled at the 2004 Detroit Auto Show. Aimed at scaring the likes of Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, and so on, the ME412 was supposed to pack a quad-turbo 6.0-liter V12 engine good for about 850 ponies and 850 labels of torque. Yet again, development costs have ruined the day. Bugatti 16C Galibier. If this concept looks familiar to you, it's because it should. This design is to the Bugatti Veyron what the Panamera model was to the Porsche 911. The Bugatti 16C Galibier was aimed at luxury saloon enthusiasts and was meant to follow in the footsteps of the very successful and expensive Veyron model. Introduced as a concept car back in 2009, Bugatti's design quickly fueled all of our dreams, but it was equally fast ignored. In favor of the Bugatti Chiron, the technological upgrade to the Veyron, it seemed that Bugatti officials decided it was a bad idea to invest more time and money in a four-door superfast and luxurious saloon. Lamborghini Asterion. Even though it's not exactly the biggest auto show in the world, the Paris Motor Show is always an event that makes car enthusiasts daydream endlessly, especially when it comes to car concepts. In 2014, the radical Lamborghini Asterion managed to stand out of the crowd there. That's a powerful statement in itself. This drool-inducing hybrid represented the Italians' efforts to minimally reduce their emission levels, while the V10 engine under the hood still managed to develop exactly 910 ponies. Although it got everyone excited, they've pulled the plug and decided to focus on the Lamborghini Urus instead. Was it a good decision? Mazda Furai. Looking like a dangerous piece of machinery able to kill by merely looking at you, the Mazda Furai managed to impress anyone when it was revealed in 2007. The name Furai, meaning sound of the wind, was most likely inspired by Japan's culture and their famous deadly samurai warriors. It was definitely a fitting choice. Specially built to rock the track and destroy everything in its path, the Furai was based on the Le Mans prototype chassis. The company's head designer teased everyone by strongly hinting towards a production model, and millionaires were already calling their accountants for the purchase. Volkswagen GX3. Let's be honest. Looking as crazy as it does, the Volkswagen GX3 was most likely going to end up getting scrapped from the get-go. However, it was an original idea, one that got a lot of people talking, including us. Revealed in 2008 at the Los Angeles Auto Show, the three-wheeler spotted for months while VW engineers fiddled around with the trike's performance and buildability. It all looked good. Maserati Birdcage. The wild concept car had a V12 engine developing an astonishing 700 HP with a superb look that was reminiscent of the 1980s Hot Wheels toys. You still remember those futuristic-looking toy cars, don't you? The 2006 Maserati Birdcage was specially built to celebrate the company's 75th anniversary, but unfortunately it stopped there. Designed together with Pininfarina to honor all the Maserati racing cars before it, this car had seriously big shoes to fill.
There's a lot of hard times in racing when you're a racing driver, but
Maybach Accelero. Not fitting to everyone's taste, the unique concept you see here, which revealed in 2005. Truly unique for its time, this one-off performance vehicle has an odd story. It seems that it was developed to provide a fitting vehicle to Fulda, as a German tire manufacturing company was preparing to release their new Karat Accelero high-performance tire range. That was the main reason behind this strange design and very powerful sports car.
Groß, schwer und schnell muss es sein, die Belastungen zu simulieren, denen der Reifen standhalten muss.
Ford Shelby GR1. You just can't say Ford did not build cool cars. They sure did. The power, torque, and sound from a Mustang is something that cannot be described in simple words, and if you're thinking performance, well, Shelby is a name that instantly pops up in your mind. The Ford Shelby GR1 was designed to top the famous Ford GT, an incredible supercar that stormed the racetrack during the 1960s. Some of you may remember it conquering Le Mans 4 years in a row. I believe one of those vehicles is still driving on roads today. That's a unique piece of automotive history, right?
Long ago. Well, not exactly. They now embark on the
BMW H1 Homage. I think it's safe to assume everyone remembers this one. Yet another famous German design, the BMW H1 Homage, was meant to honor the original M1 car, and so it did. As many of you already know, the sole purpose of the M1 car was to allow BMW to race at Le Mans. A good idea in itself that resulted in an incredibly cool high-performance vehicle. However, reliability issues and higher pricing resulted in limited production and a very collectible automotive icon. Back in our times, you have to admit the M1 still inspires and still haunts our dreams. The breathtaking M1 Homage looked like a blast from the past, combining subtle retro lines reminiscent of the 1980s with futuristic details. We were all very excited until we found out that BMW had no intention to bring this incredible design to the roads.
Mid-engine car, and you see all the
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.